Sketchbook Challenge 27, and I'm glad you guys are back with us because today we are talking feminine mouths. E.T. probably doesn't have the most feminine of mouths, I would say. But hanging out with me today is Marina Damaskinos.
Hello.
And we are going to talk feminine mouths. So lips are really fun to draw. I think especially when they are feminine, drawing like super... Yeah, exactly. But drawing the nice, like voluptuous, like pouty lips and making them look all glossy. So we're gonna do something a little bit different because we're both drawing in sketchbooks. I thought it would be cool if I'm gonna draw in a sketchbook that has white pages. So I'm gonna do kind of straight up black and white line art. And then Marina is gonna be using a toned sketchbook with colored pencils. Let's do this. Wow!
Konnichiwa.
So filling a page with feminine lips.
I usually start with the ends because I know that the end parts are the thickest, the darkest, and then the bottom. And then I don't always use black.
Black, you said?
No, unless I'm getting like really dark. But mostly I use purples and blues.
So I'm looking up some of my favorite artists and I want to see how they approach drawing lips. This is Adam Hughes. This is kind of his Audrey Hepburn style Catwoman. So this one's a more simplified mouth, but it's just so adorbs, this lowish mouth right here. So I'm gonna draw this. That's so sweet.
Oh, it's very sweet.
Well, I think it's going to be different for different artists, but I think any artist, even if they're already good at drawing lips, to take a day to fill an entire page with lips, I feel like you are going to see things that you didn't see before. Like, I feel like I've had a good handle on drawing feminine lips, but now that I'm looking at some of these crazier angles, I'm seeing some different things that I've never, kind of done before.
I think taking the time, because I've always wanted to do something like this, but I just never was like, okay, this is the time, this is the day that I'm just gonna sit down and do it. So just the challenge is making yourself do it.
The challenges that are word prompt driven, and those are great. Anything you can do to get yourself to draw is a win. But I feel like a lot of times when people are doing the single word prompt, everyone has their own bag of tricks. Every artist has their thing that they already do good. And I just see a lot of artists, when they get that word, instead of really trying to challenge themselves, they think, okay, what do I draw well? What's really easy for me? Oh, I can just do that word and do this. And then they bust something out just to get something out and share it, but they didn't really challenge themselves. So I feel like for this sketchbook challenge, I'm a little more specific with what each challenge is. So today is feminine lips. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You are going to be filling a page with feminine lips, and you've got to do it. So there's no shortcut. Sure, you might draw a certain pair of lips that you already know how to do really well. Okay, that's one. What are you gonna do for the rest of the page? And so you've really gotta force yourself to kind of break your comfort zone and try something new. You know, I feel like for feminine lips, I feel like I had a pretty good handle. So I really tried to challenge myself today, and I'm not entirely happy with everything I did, but you know what? I feel like I'm evolving, and the only way you're gonna get better is to challenge yourself. So I'm happy that I did this today, and I think this is a great challenge. I love some of the stuff that you've done. I really dig that you did this one and it wasn't working, so instead of just being like, oh, screw it, I'm gonna do something different, you did kind of the same thing again, but you did it so much better. I definitely see like an improvement there.
Thank you. The only thing that I wish that I would challenge myself more on the next time I ever do something like this is to draw bigger, because the way that you draw bigger really helps pay attention more to detail rather than get lost in it and you can't put as much. Because if you try to put more detail, it gets muddy after a while when it's too small.
Fill up a page, and you guys should like this video. You should let us know challenge accepted, and you should also subscribe, hit the notification bell, share because you care, and you should follow both Marina and I on the IG. All right, and that is a wrap for number, what is today again? It's 27? Okay. That's a wrap for 27.